There is a version of you that already knows what to do. He wakes up on time. He trains when he does not feel like training. He works when he does not feel like working. He does not waste his days feeding distractions and then complaining about his life at night. He is disciplined, sharp, dangerous in the right way, and calm under pressure. He is not waiting for luck. He is waiting for you to stop betraying him. Ask yourself honestly, if for the last 2 years you had stayed consistent, if you had stopped wasting hours, stopped delaying, stopped negotiating with your own weakness, what would your life look like today? What would your body look like? What would your bank account look like? What kind of respect would you command? What kind of peace would you feel when you looked in the mirror? That man is not imaginary. He is the product of repeated decisions. He is built by standards, by sacrifice, by pain, by discipline. And the only thing standing between you and him is the part of you that keeps choosing comfort over growth. You are not helpless. You are not cursed. You are not doomed. Most people are not losing because life is impossible. They are losing because they keep refusing to do what is required. That is the truth. Hard, simple, merciless truth. Greatness is not a mystery. It is not hidden from you. It is not reserved for the chosen few. It is usually very obvious what must be done. Train, work, learn, save, build, improve your habits, master your mind, keep your word, repeat. The problem is not that people do not know. The problem is that most people cannot make themselves obey what they already know. Discipline is the foundation. If you cannot force yourself to do what is necessary when you are tired, distracted, emotional, discouraged, or bored, then how do you expect to build anything meaningful? How will you create strength if you only act when you feel inspired? How will you make money if you only work when you are in the mood? How will you earn respect if you cannot even command yourself? The man who wins is not the man who feels the best. He is the man who functions despite how he feels. That is where power begins. Real discipline is not glamorous. It is not cinematic. It is waking up and doing the work while your mind offers you 10 excuses. It is going to the gym when your body says no. It is staying focused when your phone is begging for your attention. It is holding the line when no one is clapping for you. It is keeping promises to yourself in silence. That is why discipline changes a man. It is not only physical, it is spiritual. It teaches you that your impulses are not your master. It teaches you that weakness can speak, but it does not get the final vote. And understand this, the difficulty is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. The difficulty is the price of entry. If the reward were easy to obtain, it would have no value. If everybody had the body, the money, the status, the peace, the strength, the character, then none of it would mean anything. The struggle is what gives the prize its weight. The hardship is what separates the serious from the soft. Most people quit not because the road is impossible, but because the road demands too much honesty. It exposes who is disciplined and who is merely excited. It exposes who can endure boredom, pain, repetition, and sacrifice, and who cannot. That is why so many people stay average even when they are shown exactly what to do. Give them the map, they still stop walking. Give them the car, they still refuse to drive. Give them the opportunity, they still fold the moment it becomes inconvenient. A quitter cannot be rescued. You can motivate a weak man for a moment. You can advise him. You can encourage him. You can hand him strategy, support, resources, and opportunity. But if quitting is in his character, he will find a reason to abandon the path. So the first battle is not against the world. It is against the quitter inside you. You must kill that habit. Hard work is rarely the wrong answer. In almost every situation, honest effort improves your position. Training improves you. Learning improves you. Building improves you. Patience improves you. Discipline improves you. Whether you are rich or broke, respected or ignored, tired or energized, work still works. Pain matters too. Most men spend their lives trying to avoid pain, not realizing that pain is often the forge. Pain humbles you. Pain wakes you up. Pain strips away illusion. Pain reveals whether you are made of pride or substance. Many of the strongest people you admire were not made by comfort. They were made by pressure, by disappointment, by loss, by rejection, by responsibility, by surviving seasons that would have broken lesser men. So when life hits you, do not collapse into self-pity. Do not waste suffering. Use it. Let pain refine you instead of poisoning you. Let it sharpen your standards. Let it expose your weak habits. Let it force a transformation. Because a man who has been tested and stayed standing is worth far more than a man who has only been protected. Life is competition whether people admit it or not. Everything valuable is wanted by others too. The job, the business, the opportunity, the peace of mind, the freedom, the beautiful life. You are not moving through an empty world where no one else wants what you want. You are in a contest, sometimes quiet, sometimes brutal, always real. That does not mean you become paranoid. It means you become serious. Serious men prepare. Serious men understand that talent without discipline is fragile. Ambition without execution is fantasy. Desire without endurance is just daydreaming. If you want a life that stands above the average, then you must become more reliable, more focused, more resilient than the average man. And that starts with self-accountability. Take responsibility for everything you can control. Your habits, your reactions, your preparation, your standards, your circle, your time, your excuses. Blaming the world may feel good for a moment, but it gives your power away. Responsibility is heavy, yes, but it is also liberating. Because once you accept that your life is largely shaped by your decisions, you stop waiting to be rescued. Now you can build. And when people betray you, doubt you, mock you, or leave you behind, do not waste years trying to drag them into your pain. The strongest response is often silence followed by progress. Let your life become your answer. Let your discipline become your revenge. Let your growth make the point. Not every battle needs noise. Some are won by refusing to fall apart. Also understand this: no man is complete alone. Brotherhood matters. Team matters. Environment matters. If you lack in one area, strengthen another. If you are weak somewhere, either improve it or align with people whose strengths complement yours. Smart men do not sit around crying over what they were not given. They build around it. They compensate. They adapt. They become formidable through strategy, discipline, and alliances. That is how power really works. And perhaps the greatest shift of all is mental. Two men can live in the same city, under the same pressure, with the same problems, and one becomes stronger while the other becomes bitter. Why? Because mindset changes interpretation, and interpretation changes action. The lens matters. If you see difficulty as punishment, you shrink. If you see difficulty as training, you rise. So stop asking for an easier path. Ask for stronger character. Stop asking life to remove the weight. Become the man who can carry it. Stop worshipping comfort. Comfort has destroyed more potential than failure ever did. Comfort makes men soft, slow, entitled, distracted, easy to manipulate. Discipline does the opposite. Discipline makes you harder to break, harder to tempt, harder to replace. That is why the life you want is on the other side of the things you keep avoiding. Wake up earlier. Train harder. Focus longer. Speak less. Finish what you start. Cut the habits that weaken you. Build the habits that strengthen you. Repeat until your standards become your identity. Do this long enough and one day you will meet that version of yourself people call impossible. He is not impossible. He is expensive. He costs comfort. He costs excuses. He costs distraction. He costs ego. He costs indulgence. He costs the old you. But once you pay that price, life changes. You walk differently. You think differently. You choose differently. People feel the weight of your presence because you are no longer ruled by appetite, laziness, or fear. You become a man with gravity, a man with order, a man with force. So understand me clearly. You do not need another speech. You do not need another quote. You do not need another burst of emotion. You need proof. Proof to yourself that when it is hard, you still move. Proof that when you are tired, you still execute. Proof that when nobody is watching, you still keep the standard. That is how a man is built. That is how respect is earned. That is how lives change. The stronger version of you is still there, still waiting, still possible. But he does not come to men who merely admire him. He comes to men who act. So here's the line in the sand. Today is not a maybe. Today is not a tomorrow. You either keep living like a man who negotiates with weakness, or you start living like a man who gives orders. No more deals with comfort. No more excuses dressed up as rest. No more, I'll start when I'm ready. You are ready when you decide you're done suffering the same life. Get up. Get after it. Do the work. Even if you don't feel like it. Especially if you don't feel like it. Because that version of you, the disciplined one, the calm one, the lethal one, he's not coming later. He's coming the moment you move. Right now.